Hello. I was wrong on this one, on this guy here. This target, there's a take profit was not mitigated. Reason, I ignored this guy here, this guy. When we go back on the higher time frame, here we are on the 4-hour time frame. On the weekly time frame, this is what we can see. Is this on the weekly, really? Yeah, I hope so. Yeah, it is on the weekly, on the 1 week time frame. We can see we had an FVG here. So naturally, we will expect the market to go there, sweep that, mitigate, fill that FVG before we reverse back to target the external liquidity line here. So there is the long-term target that we are anticipating to smash. This guy here. This lower low here. Let me just draw it. This guy here. After this sweep of this liquidity here, we should be anticipating for a bearish version of the standard trading model, where we should execute our setup to take advantage of it. So yesterday I saw it, but I ignored about it. I felt like the market is going to smash those high highs and continue upwards. This is just to stress the point that I should trade what I see, not just my own way of thinking. So we can see this was the liquidity that was swept on the weekly. This was the FVG. The weekly FVG was lying above here. So we took some liquidity. After taking this liquidity here, we should be trying to look for a fast break of structure over this leg here. And I'm going to drop down on the lower time frame to show you exactly that there was a fast break of structure around here. And this guy here was the high where we headed to set our sell order and stop loss right above here to target where take partials of this guy here, but in the long run we should be anticipating to smash these lower lows. Yeah, so this is it. So we set our sell order here to run potentially to smash this lower low, but in the long run should be anticipating for this guy lower here. Yeah, so this guy followed the bearish version of the standard trading model I've just indicated, where we had a sweep of liquidity with this guy line here, right here. So we look for the first break of structure, then it's a high. This is where you set your sell order potentially to smash this with the lower low in the long run. So this is the first break of structures, high. Let me drop down on the 30 minutes time frame. So clearly you can see this was the 30 minutes time frame, and the first break of structure that you can see is right here. This high should ride the market to the targets. I am anticipating some reaction off of this line here, that line here, because of the bullish version of the standard trading model. First break of structure around there. So some reaction of this zone. Yeah, before we continue, maybe it will come up to some point here. Will we react off some point here to some point here before we roll it down to smash these lower lows? So that is it. So one lesson that I've learned from this setup is that I should trade what I see. Forget about having notions of where the market is going to draw its liquidity, and focus on executing the setup once it appears without fear. Yes, that is it. Thank you so much, and It is what it is.